As an engineer, you're often required to communicate with a wide range of people, and being able to tailor your communication style with your audience is very desirable within practice. In this module, we'll be learning about a generalized method for communicating with others. Engineers often work with or around people who have significant expertise in their respective fields. It's often hard to prescribe how much information to give when communicating with someone. Too much information can leave the other person confused, and not enough can lead to a lack of understanding. Two strategies which can be used to communicate are the inductive strategy and the deductive strategy, and you'll usually find people tend towards one style or the other. The inductive strategy firstly involves introducing the listener to a topic. The inductive communicator will start by describing the issue under consideration and providing context. The argument is then made through a series of cohesive points organized chronologically. The inductive communicator will then conclude by summarizing the points and making a statement about the argument they wish to make. Sometimes, through the inductive strategy, there is no final statement, as the communicator will try and lead or persuade the listener towards a particular idea, essentially letting them draw their own conclusion. The deductive communication strategy essentially works in the reverse order to the inductive communication strategy. The deductive communicator will start by making an assertion through a clear and concise statement. The communicator then justifies the assertion through a series of cohesive points and facts. The deductive communicator then summarizes the arguments and, if necessary, offers any actions which should be taken. This activity follows a structural engineer who is working on the design of a multi-story building. The building is 10 stories tall, and his client, the architect, has a vision for lots of open space and natural light. It's previously been discussed that the main structural element of the building will be shear walls which run the building's length. For those who don't know, shear walls are a structural element which resolve lateral loads on the building, like those from wind, by transferring them into the ground. Shear walls effectively increase the stiffness of a building and stop it swaying too much, which would be uncomfortable for the building's occupants. The engineers received an email from the architect disclosing a change in the plans. The architect wishes to include floor-to-ceiling windows around the circumference of the building on floors 6 and 7. This would effectively create breaks in the shear walls which were used in the calculations. Breaking a shear wall defeats its purpose, as the lateral loads wouldn't be efficiently transferred into the ground. The engineer is trying to convey his concerns to the architect using the inductive and deductive methods.